Good Tuesday evening, Christmas Eve, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The city of Chelan had a flaw in its accounting that left it underreporting the amount of money it took in and spent during 2022. An East Wenatchee holiday display has been cut short by Douglas County officials after it allegedly contributed to a Grant Road traffic accident. A mix of rain and snow is expected on Christmas Day, with wet weather continuing through the weekend. Your holiday weather forecast is coming up. Moses Lake police arrested a man Saturday for allegedly dealing fentanyl openly in a public park near City Hall. 39-year-old Juan J. Gonzalez now faces charges of drug possession and delivery. He was arrested after a city employee reported seeing him sell fentanyl to one person in Civic Park, and video surveillance allegedly also captured Gonzalez selling drugs to two other people. Moses Lake police, who contacted Gonzalez outside the public library, say they found him carrying about 1 ounce of fentanyl powder. They expect to also bring charges against his alleged customers. A second man who police say they found smoking fentanyl in the park during the arrest of Gonzalez was also taken into custody. The city of Chelan had a flaw in its accounting that left it underreporting the amount of money it took in and spent during 2022. That's the finding from a new state auditor's assessment of the city's financial accounts. In mandatory reports to the state, the city of Chelan reported revenues of $1.2 million lower than actual, as well as ending cash balances about $900,000 lower. The city says it's a result of staff turnover and complexity in its public works building capital project, as well as an accidental failure to report funds associated with the Lake Chelan Sewer District. The oversights have since been corrected. A private email among Washington Senate Democrats leaked to their Republican opposition on Friday, revealing proposals for a new wealth tax. The tax discussed in the emails from Seattle Senator Noel Frame is similar to one proposed last week by Governor Jay Inslee, raising revenues from the wealthiest in the state. Frame proposed a similar tax when she was in the State House of Representatives. The email also proposes an extension of the working family's tax credit to lower taxes collected from those earning less income. Senate Republicans say those ideas go too far. If nothing is done, the state expects a gap between revenue and expenses of at least $10 billion in the next 4 years. A humanitarian agency in Okanogan County will receive $20 million to help make those communities more resistant to natural disaster and more able to serve the hungry. U.S. Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell announced the grant from the Inflation Reduction Act on Monday. The money goes to the Okanogan County Community Action Council to build a disaster relief center in Omak and a central hub for its food bank serving 9 communities across the county. The grant will also help the Action Council adapt to climate change. Among other innovations, the new food hub will feature solar panels, batteries, and ventilation for temperature control. The agency provides food assistance to about 11,000 county residents each year. When we come back, the Stanley Lifetime Achievement Award is given once a year by supporters of the Numerica Performing Arts Center in Wenatchee. We'll tell you who this year's winner is coming up. An East Wenatchee holiday display has been cut short by Douglas County officials after it allegedly contributed to a Grant Road traffic accident. And the Wenatchee Valley Symphony Association is among more than 50 nonprofits sharing in the new Legacy Fund grant program from the Community Foundation of North Central Washington. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Stay warm this holiday season with the latest high-quality fashions from Vuori, Patagonia, and North Face. Lake Chelan Sports has a huge selection with boots and gloves to match. Find it in downtown Chelan.
Walking on Wooden is Chelan's newest casual boutique. Update your wardrobe with the latest casual fashions from Johnson & Murphy, Free People, and UGG. Look for WOW on Wooden Avenue in downtown Chelan.
Are you a good listener? Do you stay curious when exploring conflicts? Can you manage emotions in stressful situations? Do you want to help people create solutions that work for each person's needs, lives, and culture? We need people like you to learn to be volunteer mediators, and we're here to help. Contact your local dispute resolution center to discuss your interests and learn about training opportunities.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
The Stanley Lifetime Achievement Award is given once a year by supporters of the Numerica Performing Arts Center in Wenatchee. This year, stage director Jamie Donegan is the recipient for the Arts Professional category. He's been director of the Wenatchee Fall Age stage shows as well as multiple theatrical productions at the PAC for the last 20 years. In the volunteer category, Mike and Sheila Salmon were honored. Mike has been a board member of the PAC and Sheila a supporter of the center, which will celebrate 25 years of operation in 2025. An East Wenatchee holiday display has been cut short by Douglas County officials after it allegedly contributed to a Grant Road traffic accident. Nelson Family Lights, a display that involves more than 50,000 incandescent bulbs, has attracted about 1,400 vehicles to its location on Annie's Fun Farm since it opened for the season. Operator Nick Nelson received notice on Christmas Eve morning that mud tracked from the farm onto Grant Road had frozen and led to a vehicle crash. The County Transportation Office and Fire Marshal deemed the operation a public nuisance and ordered it to cease immediately. Nelson Family Lights operates by donation, and the display had not been granted a county permit. Nelson said he's disappointed by the decision and not sure if the display will return next year. The Wenatchee Valley Symphony Association is among more than 50 nonprofits sharing in the new Legacy Fund grant program from the Community Foundation of North Central Washington. Beyond the arts, the fund, which was established this year, also contributes to housing, education, and food security in Chelan and Douglas counties. Donations can be channeled to specific communities. Of the $438,000 distributed through the fund this year, other recipients include the Kashmir Museum in Pioneer Village, the Common Ground Community Housing Trust, Leavenworth Summer Theater, the Wenatchee River Institute, and Cancer Care of North Central Washington. Coming up next, a holiday can decorating contest has turned into 2 bicycles for 2 Mission View Elementary students. More on that in tonight's feature story. Expect Christmas Day rain mixed with snow, with more rain through the end of the week. Your holiday forecast is coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanogan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Let Merry Maids custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee help. Merry Maids cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Merry Maids, let us help.
2 Mission View Elementary School students have new bicycles after they participated in the school's annual holiday can contest. About 150 number 10 cans decorated Mission View's cafeteria this holiday season, and they took on the form of top hats, wheels on a monster truck, and gingerbread houses. The can design are done by students who then have their names entered into a drawing to win a bike once they turn in their completed cans. Nutrition Services Manager Joanne Walker began this tradition 3 years ago, and she and her husband Mike personally provide the bikes for the giveaway. In tonight's feature story, Walker, who was stepping back from work at the school to spend time with family, spoke with NCWLIFE News about the contest.
I was kind of looking for something to help decorate the cafeteria, and I think what started it was I saw a really cute can decoration on Pinterest, and it just kind of evolved from there, and kind of winged it, and this is what it's grown into. We take number 10 cans, which are the large cans, and we save them for about a month, and we hand them out just before Thanksgiving, and then the kids come and bring their decorated cans back, and their name goes into a drawing, and we display the cans for 3 weeks before the Christmas break, and then we have a big assembly on Friday before we go on break, and we hand out a couple of bikes. I thought that if there was something to some initiative, that I would have a good response. And I do know that, you know, some of the kids here in our school aren't able to have a bike or get these kind of things for Christmas, and so I thought it'd be kind of neat to be able to give them out. I know the kids like it, and it really helps me and my staff bond with the kids and have a relationship, because they come up and it gives us a chance to, you know, get to know them and more, and because Christmas seems to be like just when they're starting to get settled in and get comfortable being at school, and so we are able to, you know, learn their names, and it just kind of gives you that bond. And the first year I did it, I had a couple of kids come up and give me their cans, so I have them personally in my Christmas decorations for my mantle. It's amazing how much what they think of to do, the characters and stuff that they've done, and they're just, some of them are just beautiful. Do you know that some of these cans, the parents have participated in this event, which I think is a great thing. It gives the families time to spend together and make cans. A lot of these kids have been here 3 and 4 years. I've seen kids now in 8 years go from kindergarten to graduate in 5th grade and from here, and it's, you see them grow up and you get attached to them, and they're your family.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast, and Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Not a bad Christmas Eve day today. We did see plenty of clouds, but also a little bit of blue sky. And outside our weather window from this afternoon, looking up at Lake Wenatchee, beautiful shot up that way. Another cloud inversion though over the lake with just some snow up on the mountaintops up in Lake Wenatchee. Pretty nice day up that way, and not bad here either. But as we get into Christmas Day tomorrow, this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. We're going to see the chances of 12 plus inches of snow. That's tomorrow night into Friday morning. A 100% chance that Stevens will see that, and only about a 15% chance that Blewett will see all of that snow, and even Blewett almost a 50-50 chance of a possible foot of snow on Christmas night. And then as we get into the lowlands, yeah, we're going to see a good chance for maybe rain mixed with snow. Most of us will see wet weather in some form as we get to Christmas Day and into Thursday night. And the heaviest amounts will be for you folks up in the Methow Valley. That's Twisp, also Winthrop, maybe even spilling over into Omak. And as far as travel goes over the mountain passes, it's going to be a little tricky, especially for Stevens Pass Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Moderate impacts, which means moderate to heavy snow at times. So if you're traveling that way for Christmas, be aware that you're going to run into some snowy weather. Not so bad for Snoqualmie. In fact, Thursday looks to be the best day, with just a risk for some light snow on Friday and once again into Saturday. So not the greatest going home weather after Christmas as we move into the upcoming weekend. We'll talk more about that in a second. Today's high temperature, though, mild once again, unofficially at 40 degrees. Our normal high temperature for this time of year is 32. Our record, 48 degrees, and that was set in 2014. 34 our low this morning, way above our normal low. We've been that way for about the past 3 weeks or so. 23 is our normal low, and our record, one below zero, and that was set in 1983. Did you hear the rain falling overnight and late last night? Well, we picked up another 0.12 of an inch of precipitation. That gets us to 7.27 inches since January 1st, and that is now less than a quarter of an inch below where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise this morning, 7:47, and the sunset, 4:15. So we are gaining a little bit in our sunset now that we're gaining a little bit of time since the first day of winter on Saturday. All right, temperatures for your Christmas Day on Wednesday. A noticeable cool down, 37s for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 36 over in Quincy, and then basically mid-30s from Wenatchee through Chelan and up into Omak tomorrow, 33 Leavenworth, 34 in Kashmir, and only 31 the high in Lake Wenatchee. And folks, this is good temperature for snowfall, and we'll see if we do see some of that as we get into Christmas Day. Tonight, Santa Claus is coming, and we have a little high pressure ridge over the Pacific Northwest. Santa could run into a little bit of patchy fog, but he has some fog lights on the sleigh, so no problem tonight. By Christmas Day, this is where we're going to see the wet weather. Strong southerly flow moving into Washington. A 100% chance that we'll see a rain-snow mix, maybe even heavy along the Cascades. High temperatures tomorrow, cooler than we've been seeing, down into the mid-30s. For your Thursday, morning rain showers, a 70% chance of that. Most of the showers will dissipate by afternoon, and we'll just see mostly cloudy skies for Thursday. Still a little bit cooler with high temperatures in the mid-30s on Thursday afternoon. For Friday, once again, an 80% chance for morning rain showers, giving way to mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon. The good news about Friday, we're going to warm right back up with this southwesterly flow with highs Friday right around 40 degrees. So we're going to stay above normal into the upcoming weekend. And then by Saturday, windy conditions, mostly cloudy, just a 50-50 chance that we'll see some rain. I think it's going to be too windy to do anything Saturday with high temperatures in the low 40s. For your Sunday, cloudy skies and back to the rainy weather as we get into a strong westerly flow on Sunday. We'll see temperatures around 40 degrees, and those showers will move from south to north throughout the day on Sunday. Pretty quick moving, so don't expect a long rain event on Sunday. And then on Monday, by the end of our forecast, partly cloudy and dry. Won't that be nice by Monday? It'd still be mild too, with high temperatures right around that 40 degrees. All right, checking your 7-day forecast, 30 overnight tonight, and then a wet period from Wednesday, Christmas Day, right through Friday. 35 your high on Christmas. Good chance we'll see a rain mixed with snow snow tomorrow. 36 with morning showers Thursday. Same goes for Friday with morning rain and 40 degrees. And we'll stay about 40 through the rest of our forecast with rain in the forecast Saturday and Sunday. Finally, some drying weather on Monday. Partly cloudy then with a high temperature again right around 40 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
And a happy Tuesday to you. There's nothing quite like gathering with friends and family, toasting the holiday season, and watching football. Well, there are 9 college bowl games between now and Friday night. Started off with the Hawaii Bowl between South Florida and San Jose State tonight. That's on ESPN. They take a break on Christmas tomorrow, then start Thursday morning at 11 with Pittsburgh and Toledo in the Game Above Sports Bowl. I know most of these you've never heard of. That's followed by the Rutgers and Kansas State in the Rate Bowl. Cap it off with the 68 Ventures Bowl between Arkansas State and Bowling Green. These are all on ESPN. Friday kicks off at 9 a.m. with Oklahoma and Navy in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Then Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt face off in the Birmingham Bowl at 12:30. AutoZone Liberty Bell kicks off at Liberty Bowl. I think it's Liberty Bowl. Yeah, that's what it is. That kicks off at 4 o'clock between Texas Tech and Arkansas. Friday night's finale features USC and Texas A&M in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Oh, goodness. The only non-ESPN telecast features Washington State and Syracuse in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl Friday night. It kicks off at 5 o'clock. You'd think it'd be on DirecTV. Well, it is if you have Fox via DirecTV. That's, by the way, in the Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. It's interesting. Seahawks face a must-win game Thursday in Chicago against the Bears. Seattle kicks off at the Soldier Field, I should say, 5:15. That's on Prime Video. Seahawks need help from the Cardinals Saturday when Arizona visits L.A. to take on the Rams. That kicks off at 5:10 on the NFL Network. San Francisco wraps up the weekend at home on Monday Night Football against the Lions. Seattle needs to win out and have Arizona beat L.A. in order to reach the playoffs by winning the NFC West. Checking a few prep basketball scores from last night. Moses Lake fell at home to Liberty out of Renton, 67-52. Okanogan team swept Kittitas, girls winning 51-42. And check out that boys score, 102-67. Pateros girls also winners down in Tenasket, 60-39. Well, staying up to date on all things sports is a difficult task. For Eastmont High School, students have taken on the task of updating the world through social media on what's happening with the Wildcats. We learn more from their sports media team.
When people think of Eastmont, they think of our athletic program. The head of our athletic program is Russ Waterman, and he's in charge of everything athletics. However, people think that his main job is to promote our athletic programs on social media. That is not his main job at all. So he's delegated a group of students. We call ourselves a student sports information team. And together we put together posts on social media that help promote our sports programs and show like what the scores are for the games, who's doing well, and when their next games will be. So this is Gipper. This is what we use to make all of our posts for game days. We could also use it on our phones. So if we're at games and we're trying to post in-game updates, we could use it on our phones and we can update the scores as well. And so basically we find a template and we click the template and we find a picture of a soccer player in action shot or a team photo, and we put it in there. You just have to click media from browse gallery, and we have like a bunch of pictures, headshots of everyone, and like game day shots. And then we also just like, we could shuffle the colors of everything. We could change the text, change the dates, everything. And when we're all done, we just hit publish and it'll go out to all the social medias.
The Eastmont Sports Media Team is a group of 6 students who help out, cover the sports, and post about it. So we cover the Twitter account, the Instagram and Facebook accounts, and we kind of just post like an extension of Mr. Waterman. He, in the past, has covered all those socials, and he still does. He helps us out a ton, which appreciate him for that. But kind of an extension. There's only one person. With now having 6 people, we're able to go and reach out and cover all those sports and provide some more light and appreciation to those sports.
What are some things that we might find on those posts on these different social media platforms?
Yeah, so what you could find is interviews, score updates, videos of just the online game that's going on. We also kind of just have descriptions in our captions and stuff explaining how the game is, the situation, and that sort of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite aspect of this Eastmont Sports Media Team?
My favorite aspect, I'd probably say my favorite aspect is just being able to see what's going on behind the scenes of all the sports. I mean, me personally, I play baseball, but all I see is behind the scenes for baseball. So it's nice being able to be on the sideline for football or soccer and see kind of how the coaches coach, how the players interact with each other. And it's just being able to see the backside of a sport that I don't usually be able to see.
I'm here with Chelan Connor of the Eastmont Sports Media Team. Jay, why'd you join the Eastmont Sports Media Team?
I joined because I thought it'd be a good opportunity to get out, get known more. I really enjoy sports, so being at all the events was really fun. Being on the sideline is really fun. I'm also in sports med, so just kind of worked out. So I'm down there already. I can already contribute to the team, helps out Waterman a lot. Just overall, so he can focus on other things. Sports have always been a big part of my life, so kind of wanting to go into a career of something, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to get out there, be more familiar with people and things out there that I can use in my future.
So my first question for you today is, how did you come up with the idea with the program being led by students?
Last year when I went to the National Athletic Directors Conference down in Orlando, there was a breakout session about social media, and Lakeland High School in Lakeland, Florida had done this with a former student that led it up, and they just kind of launched it where they were doing everything on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and all the things they could do to get their message out. And so in talking with them, I said, wow, what a great idea to bring back here. And then last spring, we were able to do it, start that, and Nana Johnson was the one that did it in the spring, and it kind of took off. So that was kind of how we got started.
Make sure to follow Eastmont Athletics for all future sports updates. Make it a great day.
Thank you and Merry Christmas to you and yours. May what's in your heart overwhelm what may or may not be under your tree. We'll see you again next week.
And that will do it for our newscast on this Christmas Eve. You can find special Christmas programming throughout the day tomorrow on the NCWLIFE channel. And on Thursday, our evening news slot will instead feature a rebroadcast of Campus Crisis, our months-long investigation into allegations of harassment at Wenatchee Valley College. Then on Friday, it's a return to Molly's Ranch, where we explore Palisades cattle country with rancher Molly Linville. That's at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. both nights, and we'll be back with your regular news broadcast Monday evening. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and Merry Christmas to all of you from all of us at the NCWLIFE channel.